The Force is with you, young Skywalker. You are not a Jedi yet.
Hey, what is up, YouTube fam? It's Dupree, aka Darth Hater here with the new Star Wars news. Well, slightly new. This was already a given. So, there's rumors and hints of a new Star Wars villain, and then this is gonna be kind of like a two-parter with news. So, we have rumors of a new Star Wars villain in Kenobi, which kind of has been like a given since like day one. And then we also have rumors that young Princess Leia is going to be in the Kenobi series. So these are from like two completely different sources. This was from like comicbook.com. Rumors suggest that one of the villains from the animated series Star Wars Rebels will make their live-action debut in the upcoming Obi-Wan Kenobi series on Disney+. Previous reports indicated that Obi-Wan, played by Ewan McGregor, would cross lightsaber blades with the Inquisitors. They are a group of Jedi-hunting dark side Force users, formerly Jedi who survived Order 66, trained by Darth Vader. Sin Links reports having learned at least one Inquisitor appearing in the show. We already know that Kang, best known for playing Han in the Fast and Furious saga, is part of the show's cast. Sin Links claims he plays the fifth brother, one of the Inquisitors that appeared in Star Wars Rebels. The fifth brother was okay. I mean, it was all about the Grand Inquisitor, and then the second sister was actually pretty cool. The fifth brother was and then there was another one who died like pretty quickly too, but whatever. The fifth brother debuted in the second season of Star Wars Rebels, voiced by Philip Anthony Rodriguez. Him and the seventh sister. He and the seventh sister continued to hunt for the Ghost Crew Jedi Kanan Jarrus and Ezra Bridger after the Grand Inquisitor's death. Like the other Inquisitors, Darth Vader trained the fifth brother, and that training cost fifth brother his hand. Yep. Fifth brother met his fate on Malachor when Ahsoka Tano and Maul briefly joined forces to fight against him. Ahsoka broke fifth brother's dual-bladed lightsaber, and Maul finished him off. However, Obi-Wan Kenobi takes place before Star Wars Rebels, meaning it's still possible he could appear in the live-action series. It is very possible, and especially if Vader's there hunting Jedi, and he's also using Inquisitors. It's like a given. Kang currently appears in theaters in Fast 9. During a recent interview with Rotten Tomatoes, he touched on his experience joining the Star Wars universe. The feeling that I get on set is every single crew member, you look in their eyes and it's like a kid growing up. I grew up watching Star Wars, like this is my dream to be here, to see one of the Star Wars characters, or Darth Vader, or the Darth Vader character, or one of those Jedis walking around. Kang said, no matter how old they are, it's guys that do makeup and my stuff and people who do costumes and all the set designers. There's this feeling of legacy, and it's like everyone talking about history, why they feel so blessed to be here. So there's this history that's kind of shared spirit, and his passion of connected tissue is all these Star Wars characters. I used to dress up, in these Halloween costumes. I had a Darth Vader one, a Luke Skywalker one. It was all put together with duct tape after a while, and the fact that I'm actually on set and they're putting a Star Wars costume on me, come on, dude. It's like, pinch yourself. That's honestly how it feels. That's kind of how I felt like when I did, the Star Wars theory film as Vader. Do you think Kang is playing the fifth brother? Let us know, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we'll talk about that first. I could totally see him, as a perfect fit to be the fifth brother. Even though the fifth brother is kind of taller and imposing. But then again, it's animated, so whatever. The fifth brother also appears in the Darth Vader comic books. I believe the 2018 run, when Darth Vader first, right after Revenge of the Sith, and Vader's on this hunt for like a new lightsaber, and then the Emperor gives him the Inquisitors to train. He's there with the other Inquisitors. I believe with this, obviously, if Obi-Wan like fights the Inquisitor, neither of them can die because obviously in Rebels that's where the fifth brother dies. Like Maul kills him, like they even said right here. And Obi-Wan has dies in A New Hope by Darth Vader, so none of them can die. And obviously nobody can be dueling on Tatooine, because if anybody finds out Kenobi's on Tatooine, then it's kind of for him and Luke. Which is why when Maul went there in Star Wars Rebels, it's like you already know he's gonna like be done. Yeah, but I could see Sung Kang, like now that they say this, that he's gonna be Inquisitor. I remember when they first did the whole cast list and they put him on there, I'm just like wondering who would he be. I was thinking he was gonna be Imperial, like I figured he'd be an Imperial, but I didn't know. There's a few other cast members on there. I'm like Ice Cube's son is on that show. Was on this show too, so I'm really wondering what he's gonna be. Anyway, let's get over to the Princess Leia news, and this one comes by Dork Side of the Force. Star Wars rumors: young Princess Leia cast in Obi-Wan Kenobi series. The rumor mill for Disney Plus's Obi-Wan Kenobi is alive and well this week, as a few new scoops have developed over the weekend, and while we're trying to take each and every scoop and rumor with a grain of salt, these are certainly some exciting developments if they end up being true. Let's start with the biggest one, which is that Princess Leia herself will be in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. It was reported by Synlinks that they claim that the role of a young Leia has already been cast by actress Vivian Lyra Blair. It is said to be the actress playing a role who has had a few big roles already, such as appearing in Netflix We Can Be Heroes and Bird Box. HatChipComicBook.com for finest Instagram post for her. If the cast is correct, we do believe Blair will be a perfect fit for a young Leia, especially considering the series is set to take place 10 years later after Princess Leia was born. Over on LRM, they're also able to confirm the source of Leia will be appearing in series. And the most interesting part of the scoop is, as Synlink says, is that the stuff dealing with Leia is pretty much the impetuous for the whole show, and what gets Obi-Wan into another adventure. That's interesting. I have a thought about that. Let's finish reading first. It's quite interesting to hear, given we know at least part of the journey will take place on Tatooine. It sounded like we're going to get to see what it was like for Obi-Wan on the planet while he watched over Luke. Perhaps we'll get a little bit of that, but if he so checks on Leia as well, and then Luke to make sure, then that will make the show pretty much more interesting. Though as a Jedi on the run, it makes us wonder how easy it will be to keep a low profile if he will be able to potentially paying visit to Alderaan, or perhaps even seeing Bail Organa himself. Obi-Wan cast. On top of Leia, LRM has also reported that R2-D2 and C-3PO will supposedly be in the show, with them being passed down to the royal family around this time. This lines up with reports that about Leia being cast. If Leia is in the show, R2 and 3PO will definitely be in the show. That's a given. That is a given. I didn't really think about that before until now. R2-D2 and C-3PO are just as much as main characters of the Skywalker saga as any other character, even appearing in animated shows. So this would just give us more information about what it's like for the two droids to serve the Organas after Padme's death and before encountering Luke. Finally, Synlinks has reported that actor Sung Kang may be playing one of the villains of the series. I already talked about this a minute ago. A character who first appeared in Star Wars Rebels, fifth brother. His character was Inquisitor, blah, 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 blah. It's going to be bittersweet. So, and if it ends up being the truth, it's really going to be bittersweet series. Anakin / Vader knows Obi-Wan is alive, but because of his duties to the Empire, he cannot allow the Jedi to survive. That being said, we all know how his hunt ends thanks to A New Hope, but it should make for some thrilling close calls when it comes to search for Kenobi in the series. Yeah. Yes. Okay. All right. Let's talk about the Leia thing. First off, the Leia, young princess, a 10-year-old Leia being in this, I can kind of see. And when they're saying, there was a rumor, or actually it's kind of known that Obi-Wan goes off-world. I could kind of see it being something to have to do with like Leia, or possibly Bail calls Obi-Wan out from hiding for help. And then that's how that mission, or how like his whole adventure off-world, off Tatooine would go. Because like I said before, nobody can like run into Obi-Wan on Tatooine. Nobody can know he's a Jedi. As soon as the Empire, anybody realizes there's a Jedi on Tatooine, that's it. Vader's coming, Inquisitor's coming, that's it. And from everything we know about New Hope, leading up to A New Hope, Vader, Inquisitors, nobody knows that Obi-Wan Kenobi is on Tatooine. Inquisitor-wise, I could see why he's off-world, running into an Inquisitor, or maybe it being a trap set by the Inquisitors or something. But obviously, like I said, neither of which can die. There can also be another Inquisitor, because there were many. If you go back to the Vader comic books, there was a huge group of them. There was the fifth brother, the Grand Inquisitor, his second sister, the seventh sister, the fifth brother, for what I remember, the really big one, I forget which one she was from. She was from the Jedi Outcast game in the comics, and then there was one who was like, his skin was like all like charcoal black. I remember, I think he was killed. Another red one, and then a few other. It was a lot, and there was like one with a weird kind of helmet, and he died in Star Wars Rebels. I can't remember his name, but there were a lot of Inquisitors. So it's safe to say that somebody could die. Like I said, aside from Obi-Wan and the fifth brother, this would be kind of interesting. Like a subplot of like, all right, not only does Obi-Wan have to watch over Luke on Tatooine, but if need be, he might have to watch over Leia as well from time to time, or if something's happened, if she's been kidnapped, like whatever. But potentially this could be a good way to get him off of Tatooine. I could see this happening. Jeez, though, but like this actress playing Princess Leia, look her up. Okay, I mean, I could see her being a young 10-year-old, maybe not, whatever, Princess Leia. Honestly, if they did this show some years ago, they should have used Millie Bobby Brown, because she is the spitting image of a young Carrie Fisher, like ridiculously spitting image of her. That's who I would have wanted to see. I mean, she could still play her, possibly, like maybe for the Cassian Andor series. And obviously, she's kind of grown. She's like in her 20s or late teens or early 20s now, so she obviously can't do it. But maybe for later on, hopefully. Here's hoping. I'm okay with this. I'm really, I could see how this would all work. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like this rumor? Do you guys think, like, Sung Kang as the fifth brother will be good? Do you think he's going to play somebody else? Who do you think Ice Cube's son's going to play in this? They haven't really talked too much about that. Let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, please hit that like button. If you didn't like this video, hit that like button. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. And also, if you could be so kind as to hit that bell so you can get notifications for all my latest videos, that would be great. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this. Take care. See you in the next one. May the force be with you. Bye.